Wish TV is Indiana's home for the state's best high school football coverage. It's playoff time. And this week, we've got the Hamilton County rivalry in the sectionals. Carmel hosts Westfield tomorrow night. And this morning, Greg Rickshaw from ISC Sports Network joins us to break down this postseason play. Greg, talk about this matchup. Do you think it's pretty fair, equally matched?
Well, both teams are 6-3, so that kind of signifies it right there. What is also unique, though, is that these two are county rivals that see each other in virtually every sport. We're still not to a point in football where they're playing each other on a regular basis, because even though Carmel is an independent now, there's really no crossover opponents, between the two this year, so it's tough to get an accurate gauge. As far as the Shamrocks are concerned, they are the two-time defending runners-up in 6A, but have graduated a lot of those key pieces that got them to those back-to-back matchups against Center Grove. Playing a lot of sophomores and juniors, with the exception of Cole Ballard on offense, Dykos, their leading tackler, on defense. And you hear the last name Ballard. Yes, that is the son of Chris Ballard, the general manager of the Indianapolis Colts. Cole's a very tough player, accurate passer, good runner as well. And Westfield is so well coached under Jake Gilbert. Probably a lot of teams that lost the pieces they did off last year are at 6-3 the next year. Jake's built a great program at Westfield. And Carmel is Carmel. They're seemingly
right.
solid every year, very good on defense. And I think this year's Carmel team is a bit more defensive-oriented maybe than they've been from an offensive standpoint the last few years.
And as you mentioned in the commercial break, this is the first week for 5A.
Correct. 5A and 6A both had last week off, and so many of the large schools here obviously are in the 6A ranks. There's a lot of schools, a lot of really good teams. Ben Davis, Brownsburg, Center Grove, Warren Central, Carmel, Westfield, HSC, everybody to make their postseason debut this week. And a lot of those teams, after playing a physical and rough schedule the first 9 weeks, were happy to have a bye week last week.
I bet. What are some of those big matchups that you're watching?
Well, there's a lot of big matchups in 6A that were drawn in the first week. So, Carmel Westfield is the game we were doing. It was neck and neck between that game and Brownsburg and Ben Davis. And that's the game that we had to start the year here on my Indy TV. And Brownsburg won that one in a close one. I think the big question for Brownsburg is they suffered a quarterback injury in Jaden Whitaker in the regular season finale against HSC. Just how healthy is he going to be for tomorrow night's game? When Ben Davis and Brownsburg played in week 1, BD was without their starting quarterback in Thomas Gotkowski. Obviously, he'll be available this week, so that'll be a big game, too. And Cathedral and Lawrence North has my attention as well. I think the Irish are the favorite, but Lawrence North is talented enough where they can do some things well, and they've got a shot against the Irish tomorrow night.
Gosh, what an exciting time,
yeah,
this postseason play. It's awesome. And did I hear you say that Corydon won?
Yes. So, again, for those that don't know, the two of us grew up about 5 miles apart from each other in southern Indiana. So before we ever get on camera, it's like Harrison County News this morning. So, yes, Kylie's beloved Corydon Central Panthers beat Scottsburg last week, and they are in action in 3A sectional. 31 or 32, I forget the number, coming up tomorrow night as well.
Love it. Thanks, Greg. Always appreciate it. It is 7:47 now. Don't forget, you can watch every play of the Westfield versus Carmel game live tomorrow night on our sister station, My Indy TV 23. Kickoff set for 7.